The Cobra was very successful racing in North America. Those cars raced in '63 in the United States and Canada, won a tremendous amount of races. And they got a North American reputation for their performance and their ability to win races. But Carroll wanted something a little more. He wanted an international reputation, and obviously that meant that Shelby American had to enter international competition. They made that decision in the fall of 1963. And the series they selected to enter in 1964 was called the FIA World Constructors Championship Series for GT cars. The car that initially entered that series in 1964 was a Cobra. It was built to FIA specifications. We know it today as the FIA Cobra. And on tracks that were in North America that were rather tight, shall we say, short straightaways, lots of corners, they were fundamentally unbeatable. But when they got overseas in Europe and some of the major tracks in Europe, they had a major problem. And the major problem was very long straightaways that were on these tracks. So cars like Maserati, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Jaguar, they were aerodynamic, as aerodynamics were of that era, and they just blow by the little Cobras in these long straightaways. The team wanted to do something about it. Carroll, late in the summer of '63, had a conversation with a young team member at Shelby American, happened to be Shelby American's first employee, Peter Brock. And he said to Pete, see what you can do to make the Cobras go faster. And Peter put his design talents to work and his knowledge of aerodynamics and vehicle dynamics. And the result of that was the Daytona Coupe. The Coupe first appeared at Daytona in 1964, and it shocked the world. Not only in its design, but in its speed. The car got clocked between 191 and 197 miles an hour. And that was unbelievable speed for such a small displacement engine, because we all have to remember that the Daytona engines were FIA spec 289 cubic inch V8s. And they were making just a little over 390 horsepower. And those cars then went on in '64 to race the series, and the Daytonas and Ferraris were neck and neck in points. And coming up to the last race, 1 point separated them. Ferraris were in the lead by 1 point. That last race was at Monza. The Daytonas had the speed, Ferraris didn't. Old Enzo, not to lose face, had the political power to do it. He picked up the phone, had the last race at Monza canceled in 1964, and that shut Shelby American out of getting the World's Championship in '64. However, in '65, they came back again and won a tremendous amount of races early on, to the point that on the 4th of July, 1965, the Daytona won the 12 Hours of Reims in France, driven by Bob Bondurant, and that win gave them the World's Constructors Championship for 1965. From a collector's standpoint and value standpoint, the Daytonas today have become very iconic. That car is as contemporary today as it was when it was built, designed and built 51 years ago. Through the years, they have ranged in value from the low millions to the mid millions. And some say today that in this environment, if any one of those original 6 Daytonas ever appeared at auction, very conservatively, the opening bids, a number of experts feel, would probably start off at around $10 million each.